Forecast, 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms today, high 84. Tonight, 30% chance, low 70. For tomorrow, a 20% chance with partly sunny skies, the high 83. 20% chance for showers and thunderstorms on Sunday, high 76. Showers, thunderstorms likely on Monday, high 80. And for Tuesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms with a high 79. Overnight low 71. Yesterday's high was 88. 6/100ths of an inch of rainfall in Fairfield yesterday. Currently, humidity is at 96%. Winds out of the east at 3 to 4 miles an hour, and the pressure at 29.83. Right now, we've got 75 and partly sunny skies here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiancé didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Oh, it's Friday. You can't be too off the bat, right?
That's Mark Turner. I'm Mike Dreeth. Jeremy Smith's going to be joining us in a few minutes. Tom took the day off.
Oh, how's it going today, man?
Why would you ask?
There's just a few rumors swirling around.
Thank you very much, Mark. WFIW News can now report that sources close to other sources say that longtime editor and publisher of the Wayne County Press, Tom Matthews Jr., is considering a run for mayor of the city of Fairfield. The fact that Matthews does not live in the city will not be a factor. Boundaries can be expanded by a grateful city council. Once again, rumors are swirling. There is talk on the street.
Are they swirling in the bathroom?
Tom Matthews Jr. said to be thinking about running for mayor. Now, you heard it here first, and we have put it on a piece of paper and put it in our weather window out back here so that if you want to come around, don't touch the tower, but you can come around back and get more details.
Right.
Okay?
You heard it first,
right
and
here.
You can see it first.
Right here in the back window, the weather window that you look at, where you stick your hands out to see if it's raining or not. Right here. So there you go.
Right.
That's big news here.
And you know what? And you know what? If you come to that back window and you place your order, we might even get you a bottle of water or something. Just, you got to pay us. Or actually, you can bring your food out to give to us.
Bottle of water only
come through that window.
$5. Well, right here in our studio, the erstwhile we should have used. Let's use one of his ditties for the beginning.
I will see if I can do that.
All right, fine.
I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do it.
That's all right. All right.
There might be one or two available, but I don't know.
Jeremy Smith here, and we're glad to have you here, Tom, taking the day off, and we're glad that you're taking the third seat with us. You just heard the sounder, and you heard the big news, and so we're gonna leave it at that. We don't have more details, but when we do, we'll break in on programming. We just also heard the big buzz around town is the fact that the Kiwanis Christmas parade has been canceled already.
I'm really disappointed.
Yeah,
I love the Christmas parade.
You know what hasn't been said that I think is part of this is I think you have to get state approval to be able to do that parade in that route.
Well, yeah, it's Route 15 going right through downtown. You have to get state approval. Here's a simple solution. Move it to a city street.
Well, you could. I mean, that's what I think the Veterans Day Committee.
That's what Clifford Reavers wanted to do. Also this morning,
yes,
the Jeff Frontier Days Committee announcing they are canceling their event this year.
We're nothing but the
cancellation station.
Big news.
You've heard of the lactation station.
Yeah.
We're the cancellation station.
I'm not touching that one.
Yeah, that's probably left on the table. But that's all kinds of big news leading this newscast.
Started watching a Netflix original movie yesterday.
Tell me about it.
Brad Pitt War Machine.
Okay, it's going to be on my list. It's funny.
Oh, it's very stereotypical
Okay.
of military. You will like it.
I'll have to check that out.
He's a 4-star general
Okay.
he's replacing another general in Afghanistan to be the leader of the coalition in Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just, it's just funny.
All right.
You'll have to watch it.
It's on my list then.
Yeah.
Maybe this
Especially
weekend.
some of the quotes from his book.
Hey, but speaking of book,
The fictitious Glenn McMahon wrote in there.
Speaking
his
of-
book, one leg at a time, just like everybody else.
one leg at a time. Sarah Fry's book is. We're going to have her in next week. It'll be on the Community Connection.
Uh-huh.
But she's supposed to. We made it into a Zoom meeting. She was on Fox Business yesterday.
Wow.
And she is going to be on CBS this morning, tomorrow morning.
That book is shooting through the roof.
You know, I'm in the book.
Are you really?
Yes. Not in a bad way.
Well, they got pictures of Mike Drees. Well, I'm not even going to go there.
Don't go there.
Because Carol probably had takes most of the credit for doing the garden.
She has a raised bed garden,
Yeah, see,
and she's doing a
she
good job.
probably takes most of
We
the
just got to
credit,
keep
so.
Cletus out
See,
of the cucumbers.
Now,
That's
see,
the problem.
if it were you, I'd say that's the reason why you were going to be mentioned that garden, because
No.
in that book, because
I saw sort of the precursor to the book, and she talks about the significance of Frontier Community College. You know, she was a graduate of Frontier
right.
Community College, and she talked about that and the fact that we had come to know each other during those times when I was the president out at the college, and so I like Sarah, and I'm very honored that I'm in her book.
That's pretty
I believe
cool.
So we're going to talk about that.
That's
By the way,
pretty
now
cool.
also tomorrow, big dealing.
a couple of big dealings.
Yes, it is.
In
Arlita's Army. That's the earlier, isn't it, or not?
Yes, that is the
That's
earlier
the
one.
earlier.
Starts in the
These
morning.
are both Big Boy Barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Arlita's Army is in charge of the earlier one. You give money for that, and you're going to help her.
And
then
expenses for her going back and forth to treatments and, hotel stays, that sort of thing.
And then a drive-through benefit in honor of Harry Moreland, who was the former mayor. Talking about mayors here. Harry was an alderman and talked to Louise this morning, actually, his wife. And this is going to be for a shelter, a memorial shelter that's going to be built at Bob and Maxine Woods Park on Broadway. So this is tomorrow in front. Both of them are in front of the courthouse. The Harry Moreland one is between 4:30 and 6:30, and that's going to have smothered chicken, barbecue, as well as hash, brown casserole, pork chops, buttered corn, cherry delight, chalk van cake. Have you ever heard of
Chocolate
that?
vanilla cake.
Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah.
I was going to say I never heard of chalk van. It's it's an abbreviation.
Yeah, they're abbreviations. Hence the periods.
There's no
behind-
period.
Oh, there's no
You show me
period.
there was a
Okay,
period
okay.
in there.
All right.
I said chalk
Here,
van.
let me see.
There, it says
Let me see
chalk
that.
van.
Chalk
Get your magnifying. Oh, you're putting the.
He's adding the periods in there.
How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Not bad. You were working over on the AM side. Everything going well over there?
Going swimmingly as usual. Everything is on schedule and running just as it should be.
All right.
You know what else I did yesterday?
No.
I introduced my granddaughter to something.
Chalk van cake?
Nope. Pork rinds.
Oh. Oh.
I bet your daughter probably was not pleased at that.
All they did was roll their eyes. I said,
Can't believe it.
because I told her, I said, tell Mom and Nana what we had today for a snack. Pork rinds.
Welcome to the South.
That's right.
All right. Well, I got something right here in my hand.
It is one of his.
It's a good one too.
Yeah. It's a good one, Paul.
Good.
Sitting on the bucket of bunk, talking about all kinds of junk.
Yeah.
Mike and Mark will be here
Matthews for mayor.
They'll have a lot of different guests appear. Yeah, we're just sitting on the bucket of bunk, talking about all kinds of junk. Sitting on the bucket of bunk with morning coffee.
See, now, if I could carry a tune in a bucket, I would have just dumped it all over the floor right there on that last note. But I got to say, I enjoy the guitar.
Okay,
Yes.
just got a text from Earl Hutchison.
And what did Earl have to say?
Well, Earl, besides working for the city,
Sure.
by the way, Earl was our mystery voice this
Yes, he
morning.
was. It was quick.
Besides working for the city, he also does the track announcing.
The track
At the
announcement.
Wayne County Fair.
Oh, okay.
For he's done the demolition derby and he's done some races out
Okay.
there. Anyway, I got this.
So he's an announcing
Yeah.
colleague.
Yeah, I got
of
this
ours.
text from Earl. Well, the voice of the Wayne County Fair didn't last very long.
No, it didn't. That was an easy give, right?
I really thought it'd go longer.
Well, you what did you do that out in a traffic jam?
We were out at La Fuente
Oh,
eating dinner, and afterwards I said, hey, Earl, how about doing the mystery voice?
so now I got to go out and find another one.
Well, yeah.
I got the weekend to do that. though.
Yeah, you do.
You know, the wife
You got
is-
all weekend.
Wife's got all kinds of things over in Evansville tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, so you know. Okay.
It's a fried chicken day.
There you go.
You know what I mean? I got to go up and get some of this food, though. I already went by because I don't think I'm going to be able to make the Moreland one, but I might have to go to the early one and get some fried chicken. But you have to consume the fried chicken on Saturday.
Does it have to be on-site or off-site at your house?
Well, if you're going to do it on-site, if you're going to eat the fried chicken so that your wife doesn't know, you have to dispose of everything that smells like fried chicken before she gets home. And you can't put it in the
okay.
garbage
So
because then she opens the garbage and she goes, wait a minute,
So,
who's been eating fried chicken?
So you got to find somebody to give your house a deep cleaning before
No,
Sunday.
no. It's probably best to go and like eat it at a picnic table underneath a shelter.
Okay.
Fight the flies for us. All right.
Or the cicada killers.
The cicada killers are out there. Birthdays today. David Soul is 77 today. He was born David Richard Solberg.
Solberg.
Yes,
Okay.
he changed it, got rid of the berg.
Okay, was he Starsky or Hutch? I can't remember.
He was Hutch.
He was Hutch, okay.
Kenneth Hutch Hutchison.
And he also had a #1 single, didn't he?
He was not related to Earl, by the way.
Oh, okay.
It was, yes, he did. I've got information about that. He was, of course, in Starsky and Hutch, the original TV show.
Let me see if I can get the song right. Don't give up on us,
That
baby.
don't
Is
give
that
up
it?
on don't give up on us, baby.
Yay,
Don't
all
give
right.
up on us is the actual title.
Okay.
1977. That's when that was a hit, and it was a hit. It reached #1 in the United States.
What was the deal with all the television stars having #1 hits back in that era? Because, you know, like John Travolta had a #1
Yes.
song in that time period.
Yes.
David Soul.
That was part of the package to make you into a
Apparently so.
multimedia kind of star. He was he attended Augustana College in Illinois.
Really?
Yes, he did. His father taught political science and history there. After 2 years, though, he withdrew and he went to Mexico with his family, where he was a student for 1 year at the University of the Americas in Mexico City. While he was there, he was inspired by students who taught him to play the guitar, and that's what inspired him to be a musician. He made his television debut in the TV show Flipper.
No.
Yes! In 1967.
Really?
You remember Flipper?
I do remember Flipper.
There's two kids and their
And their
father.
pet dolphin.
And their father was like a park employee or a
Yeah,
naturalist.
like a sea biologist or something.
And Flipper would save the day. Flipper was the Lassie of the sea.
I say I grew up watching the reruns on Nick at Night over at Grandma and Grandpa's, and it was, like you said, it was very similar to Lassie. I can see that.
Flipper had some distinctive sounds that ended up on Caddyshack, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
Anyway, he went on, and he was in another TV show as well. Here Come the Brides.
Really?
He was in that with Robert Brown, Bobby Sherman.
Don't remember that one.
Yeah, it was a big one. It died. It went for 2 years, from 1968 to 1970. He also had another hit, by the way, another one called Silver Lady in 1977.
It was about cougars.
No.
Again, I'm not touching.
But
that.
I'm gonna tell you this much. David Soul was very unlucky in love.
Really?
5 marriages.
Wow.
5 sons and a daughter. So
I don't believe they call that unsuccessful. I believe they call that being a slow learner.
understood. Shania Twain is 55 today.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the years have been kind. Last time
they have.
Oh, very kind.
Yeah. Her, she was born Eileen Regina Edwards. That's her real name.
Yes.
Okay.
She has sold over 100 million records, making her the best-selling female artist in country music history. Did you know she was that successful?
That's pretty darn good.
She actually had the best-selling country album of all time, selling more than 40 million copies worldwide.
That's how successful she was. She
Yes.
has been called the Queen of Country Pop.
Okay.
Rightfully
Yeah,
so.
I can see that.
Rightfully so.
Her studio album, The Woman in Me, which brought her widespread success, it sold 20 million.
She's
Then,
Canadian, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is the kind of there's been confusion.
Wasn't she married to some dude named Mutt?
Well, she was married. First guy was named Twain.
Twain?
Yeah, she kept it that name. That's her first married name.
Okay.
And then she says that there's a Native American group called the Ojibwe that Shania, that's where she got that. She says it means on my way. Okay? But a biographer that did a story on her says there's continuing confusion about that because they can't find anything in the Ojibwe language.
Well, she's going to have to change her name.
No,
Because she's not on her way anymore. She's already got there.
And let me tell you where she's taken it. She's been one of those artists that have taken up residency in Las Vegas.
Ah, okay.
And I think that's still going on quite out. It's supposed to run for 2 years through December of this year.
Yeah. Did they maybe they
They
extended
might have
that
because in fact
of-
she didn't perform there for several
Right,
months,
yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know if they are now.
I'm not sure that they are performing in Vegas yet.
So anyway, Twain and his she had problems with the first marriage. She's been remarried. She's now married to a chocolate executive from Europe.
Okay.
Now, is his last name Chuck Van?
No.
Shania Chuck Van.
Shania Chuck Van.
No, not Chalk Van. No periods there. Anyway, she lives in Switzerland.
Because,
And she is a Canadian, you're right.
Because,
That's where the chocolate
the
is.
best
Yep.
chocolate comes from,
Yes, it does.
Leanne Rimes is 38 today.
Yes.
Another
She was
big country
born-
star.
Margaret Leanne Rimes, and her married name is Cibrian right now. She rose to fame when she was 13 years old.
Yep.
Really young.
Star Search.
Yeah, and we think about her. I mean, 38, you go, my gosh, she's been around forever. Well, if you start at 13,
Right.
Yeah, you've been
you
around.
seem to be
Right.
around forever.
Yes.
She's the youngest country star to make it big since Tanya Tucker did in 1972. You remember what her big song, the Bill Mack song?
She remade Crazy.
She did that, but her big breakthrough first song was Blue.
Blue, okay.
Yeah. In 2000, she's had some problems, Leanne Rimes.
Yeah.
She filed a lawsuit against her father, Wilbur Rimes, and her former manager, Lyle Walker. She claimed that her father and the former manager took over $7 million from her in the
Wow.
preceding 5 years. In 5-year time.
Man,
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Anyway, she sought unspecified damages because her attorney was not sure just exactly how much money had been lost during those 5 years. She reconciled. They worked it out. Nobody's saying how much. They ended up wanting $8 million from the old man. But she reconciled with her father right before her wedding, her first wedding. Now, then she
kind of sounds like a what's her name? Got a conservatorship.
Oh, Britney Spears.
Britney Spears. Kind of
Yes.
sound like a Britney Spears type thing here.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Well, she got involved in a little bit of a extramarital affair.
She got caught.
Yeah, and so she got a divorce, and she married the guy that she was.
Getting caught with.
Yeah, and so now she's married, and it seems she's got a private home in California, and everything seems to be fine for her. She's 38. She's probably still popular out on the road
I would
singing,
think so.
I would
Yeah.
think. Yeah. August 28th, 1922. On this date in 1922, the first radio commercial was aired on WEAF in New York City. The Queensboro Realty Company bought 10 minutes of time for $100. And there was also another commercial for mattresses done by Darv Yoder on that same program. 1939 on this date. The first successful flight of a jet-propelled airplane took place. This was a game changer in the skies of Europe because the Germans, Heinkel, I believe Heinkel is...
Heinkel, yep. Or Hinkle.
Hinkle, a Hinkle 178. It was a jet airplane. And if they had produced enough of them, the Mustangs that we owned would not have been able to fight with them over the skies of Europe.
No.
1963, a very important day in the civil rights movement. I'm talking about Dr. Martin Luther King gave the I Have a Dream speech, one of the most riveting speeches I think anybody could ever
Absolutely.
have seen. That was at a rally in Washington, D.C. 200,000 people were there to hear that.
Wow.
1972, Mark Spitz captured the first of his 7 gold medals at the Summer Olympics in Munich, Germany. Remember the shot of him with the 7 gold medals on his chest? That was
It
iconic.
was a cover of Sports Illustrated, wasn't it?
I believe you're right.
Or Time or something.
1976, a divorce decree issued for Britain's Charles and Princess Diana.
1996.
1996. Did I say something? What did I
You
say?
said 76, I believe.
Okay. You're right, 96. The official end of a 15-year marriage.
Yes.
There was some of that messing around going on there, too.
Yeah.
1963, Peter, Paul, and Mary performed Blowin' in the Wind before the civil rights marchers that were gathered in Washington. Now, that was a Bob Dylan song, wasn't it?
It was a Bob Dylan song.
But Peter, Paul, and Mary made it very popular. In 1967, in music news, the Grateful Dead and Big Brother and the Holding Company played at the wake of a Hell's Angel member who had been struck by a car in San Francisco, California. And here's a big one, probably in your family, Mark. 1986, Tina Turner awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Do you remember that, Mark?
I do remember that.
The wife getting her star on the Walk of Fame. Good for her.
And I've got a couple that you missed, if I may interject real
Please,
quick.
go right ahead.
First
That's
off-
why we have you here.
First off, born in 1917, Jack Kirby. Any of you all familiar with that name?
How about the Kirby Vacuum Company?
No, sir.
No?
He is the American cartoonist credited with inventing and coming up with X-Men, Spider-Man, The Incredible Hulk, and Captain America for the Marvel Universe.
I wonder if his family still owns the rights to those
I
characters.
don't know.
That's a great question. You know, I'll have to look into that and get back
But
to you.
I'm
on
just
that.
telling you, that would be worth something.
Oh,
wouldn't
yes, it would.
It would.
Yes, it would. Also, on this day, born 1969, Jack Black.
Oh, the
Famous
comedian.
actor, comedian, musician,
Funny
member of
guy,
Tenacious
man.
D with his
Yeah.
buddy Kyle.
Wasn't he in the School of Rock?
School
Yes,
of
he
Rock.
was.
Yes, he was,
That's
along
a-
with a lot of prodigies from the Juilliard School of Music.
But I liked
From
him.
the actual School of Rock.
Yes,
Yes,
yes. Today in history, you already covered the parts I was going to mention, but I will say that in music history, we need to mention that in 1972, Alice Cooper went to #1 with School's Out.
That's an anthem for the end of school, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Matter of fact, he was credited with saying that there are 2 favorite times of year for him. One is Christmas, and the other is the last 3 minutes of school, which is what inspired him to write that song.
It's almost a ballad, wouldn't you say, Mark?
Yeah.
Almost.
Sure is.
Almost.
We got an argument yesterday, Jeremy.
Here's the question.
Oh, you're not going to get us
All
into
right.
that
Here's
again,
the
are you?
question. All
All
right.
right.
Now, the question yesterday was, what's the best ballad?
What's your favorite ballad?
Favorite
All right.
ballad. Okay.
Okay. Now, what do you consider a ballad?
Wow. Well, honestly, when I think ballads, I think of love ballads and hair metal bands, to be honest with you. But
It's another generation.
at the same time, I would say probably the Ballad of Hank Jr. or something of that nature. The Ballad of
Well, let me just ask you this.
yes.
All right. If you go to a wedding reception or a nightclub or something, and Journey's, what song was that? Don't Stop Believing comes on.
Would you consider that a ballad?
Are you
Great
going to
song.
Are you going to slow dance to that?
That slow dancing is not the definition of ballad.
No, I wouldn't say that you necessarily are going to slow dance or fast dance either one, but I would definitely say that Journey's Don't Stop Believing would not fall on my list of ballads.
We're not talking about the list. We're talking about the definition of ballad.
Now, as far as definition of ballad goes, I think it squeaks in there.
Oh,
I
Tom
think it
read
squeaks
the
in there.
definition of ballads yesterday.
Really?
And it had love songs.
Really?
So my wife believes the Ballad of Edmund Fitzgerald is the all-time ballad.
Well, you know, we
Great song.
didn't mention the ballad of John and Yoko yesterday.
No, we didn't.
Excellent. Excellent song.
Anyway,
All right, we've got a question of the day,
we
right?
do.
You know, Mark and Jeremy, Carnaby Square is the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, and they provide us the sponsorship of the question of the day, the Carnaby Square question of the day. And yesterday, the question for today's program was, what is the most interesting thing you have ever bought at an auction? We've got some interesting things we'll talk about when we come back on Morning Coffee. Stay here.
The Carnaby girls are falling forward with their favorite brands and trends. The girls invite you to take a sneak peek of what is showing for fall of 2020 with Tribal, Closehead, Multiples, and Jess and Jane, just to mention a few. Be sure to check out their models on their Facebook page. Don't forget, this is the last week of our Lita's Army fundraisers. Donations are welcome at Carnaby or at Big Boy Catering Fundraiser Cookout on August 29th. Thank you for your generous support to our Lita's Army.
It's Super Saturday at Kohl's. Take an extra 15% off on top of great sale prices. Kids' tees are just $7.65 and under. Get 50% off Fila backpacks and get up to 60% off home must-haves like curtains, rugs, and throw pillows. Plus, get Kohl's Cash. Plus, fast and free store pickup. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com.
Select styles. Offers valid through September 2nd. 15% off with promo code Let's Go. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
You knew the risks when you decided to drive drunk. There could be a crash. People could get hurt or killed. But that didn't stop you, did it? You knew you could get arrested. You could incur huge legal expenses, and you could possibly even lose your job. You were well aware of the consequences of driving drunk. But one thing's for sure. You were wrong when you said it was no big deal. Drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by NHTSA.
Get rid of your old documents and help keep your identity safe. Join FNB's Paper Shred Day Saturday, September 12th from 9 until noon at our Fairfield location, 220 East Main Street, to recycle and safely shred up to 50 pounds of paper materials. Want more protection? Ask us about our interest-bearing Secure Plus checking, helping to better protect your identity beyond your bank accounts. FNB, member FDIC. Please note that this is a paper shred only event.
Newly graduated or a seasoned nurse, your career is here. Hamilton Memorial Hospital and Family Clinics have full and part-time job opportunities close to home. We offer competitive pay with RNs starting at $23.50 an hour, a team environment great for learning, and most positions offer an attractive benefit package, including medical, dental, vision, and paid time off. To find out more about Hamilton Memorial Hospital career opportunities, visit hmhospital.org and click on careers. Hamilton Memorial Hospital and Family Clinics is an equal opportunity employer.
Jerome here from Main Street Shop Fairfield. You know, we've been selling Skag mowers for 20-some odd years now, and the most common feedback I get from our customers is they just don't dread mowing anymore. Some even say they now look forward to mowing, the poor souls. But for the rest of us, we say mowing doesn't suck anymore. We even get a feeling of great power as we plow through our yards. And a great-looking lawn, well, that doesn't suck either. Actually, all of us are really glad we got our Skag lawn mowers. Really glad. We are Main Street Shop Fairfield, and we sell those happy Skags. Wow! Zoom!
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when Gerald Ford was sworn in as Vice President?
For the first time, we have carried out the commands of the 25th Amendment.
Nelson Rockefeller resigned as governor of New York. The crew of Skylab 3 walked in space for a record 7 hours. O.J. Simpson set a new season rushing record.
O.J. running left. There it is. They did it. 2,000 yards in one season.
Watergate Judge John Sirica was Time's Man of the Year. And this is what the radio sounded like. Have you solved the puzzle? The answer and a dash of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
December 1973. If I could save time in a bottle.
Jim Croce and Time in a Bottle, the top song of December 1973. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Getting a fair and accurate census count is vital to supporting those in our community who will struggle to make ends meet in a long shadow of our present crisis. That's because of how our government uses data to fund the lifeline that sustains individuals and families through hard times. Hundreds of programs that our neighbors, friends, and loved ones rely on are funded according to data drawn from the U.S. Census. Shape the future of your family, friends, and neighbors and complete the census. Learn more at 2020census.gov or call 844-330-2020. This message is brought to you by the Wayne County Health Department.
Rothrock Auctions will have an online-only auction for Wabash Valley Service Company in Browns. Bidding will run through September 1st at 7 p.m. A variety of vehicles and equipment will be up for bid, including several pickup trucks, a 2016 Honda Pioneer SX700 side-by-side, a 2016 AgChem 8400 dry spreader, and more. To register to bid and for more information about this sale, visit rothrockauction.com. Rothrock Auction, Mark Rothrock, auctioneer.
All right, we're back on Morning Coffee. We're having a good time this morning, aren't we?
We are.
We are.
Good to have you along, Jeremy.
I appreciate being here.
We had the question of the day. The Carnaby Square question of the day was, what was the most interesting thing you've ever bought at an auction? You're first, Jeremy.
Well, I used to go to a lot of these estate auctions, and I've always been the person that I wait until the very end to where it's the who wants this box for 25 cents, whatever's in this box.
You want the cheap stuff.
I want the cheap stuff. I want to do the treasure hunting. I end up throwing more trash away than I end up taking home. I pop open a box. This has been about 10, 12 years back. I pop open a box from an auction. Sitting on top, a really nice bicentennial glass plate, nice, brass platter underneath that.
From the Franklin Mint?
From the Franklin Mint.
Okay.
And then suddenly I notice that the box starts buzzing.
Uh-oh.
And I'm thinking, what in the world have I got myself into? Long story short, in the box was a feminine enjoyment product that had the batteries removed from it.
It was an entertainment device.
It was an entertainment device.
Holy moly. So did you give it to your wife?
I did not. I will admit, though, that I did give it to a friend at work as a joke gift later on that year.
Ouch.
Yes.
That could get you in trouble, my friend.
That was an interesting Christmas party.
I would
say
think.
that.
Yeah. We had, by the way, over 2,000 people that saw this question. What did you...
I haven't really bought much stuff that's that interesting at a, we'll buy, some different type things, but nothing that just jumps out. You can go, man, that's strange or interesting.
Nothing that really buzzes, huh?
No,
there's no buzz about the stuff we buy at auctions.
We bought I remember buying an old pie safe here in town probably 20 years ago. And it was like in December. And I think it was Colonel Paul doing the auction. It was so cold that I bought a plastic bowl of chili so that I could put my hands around it. I didn't eat the chili. I kept my hands warm. And she bought a pie safe, and that pie safe got put in shrink wrap, and it moved with us from here to Texas, to Murfreesboro, to St. Louis. It got back here, and now it finally has been finished, and it's in our cabin.
So what you're saying is that thing went here, there, and yonder.
It sure did. Rick says a homemade grandfather clock made by somebody that he knew. That's a neat
That's
thing.
pretty cool.
That's fascinating. Yeah.
Stephen says, where and how does one even begin to start answering this question? It may take a deep dive into the back of the garage before he can answer it. So he didn't answer it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Our place on Burkett Laws Lake, Gordy.
So they bought a place.
He bought a place. Yes, he did.
Okay.
Well, that's unique. Linda says a signed copy. Get a load of this. Of Profiles Encouraged by JFK, signed while he was a senator. They paid less than $30 for it, and they gave it to Sotheby's. It sold for $1,400.
Wow.
And she says sometimes she wonders what it would have gone for now. That must have been many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Probably had to give some money to Sotheby's, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, you have to do that.
Mike says an old LP, The Death of Carl Shelton. Never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah, I wonder what that sounds like.
Maybe it's one of those story.
Might be. Michael says a 1945 Studebaker 3/4 ton pickup.
Ooh.
Now here, let me just.
I'll give you. Had 3 on the tree.
I'll give you a backstory on that one because I know the story on this. Michael's wife, her maiden name
was Studebaker.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And so it made sense
that
to buy the family
would have the Studebaker.
Absolutely. And Dave, our good friend from Edwards County.
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
He bought a drone.
A drone?
Yes. So he can see who's on his property, I guess.
So you can see who's hitting the bathroom.
Peeing on the tree.
You're on the phone, I think.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Hello. Can't
hung
hear
up
you.
on us.
Well, they hung up on us. Okay.
Okay, well.
Who knows what that would have brought.
Yeah.
By the way, I just wanted to mention, this was just something that came in this morning. The guy that shot John Lennon.
Mark David Chapman.
Yeah. He was up for parole for the 11th time.
Yep.
This week. Just
Hopefully
in the
he
last
got denied.
He was denied.
Yes.
Yeah, he shot and killed John Lennon in 1980. I'll never forget. I was watching a Monday Night Football game.
Now, do you remember what his reasoning behind that assassination was?
Jodie Foster told him, didn't
he? Well, actually, he was obsessed with Jodie Foster trying to get her attention, but he felt that he was the character Holden Caulfield from Catcher in the Rye.
Really?
He bought every copy of that book he could find, and when they searched his apartment after the murder of Lennon, they found a copy of Catcher in the Rye where Chapman had written in the cover to himself, "From Holden Caulfield to Holden Caulfield."
How bizarre. Interesting. You got trivia today?
I do have trivia.
And what's the theme of today's trivia for Mr. Smith and myself?
Yeah. Songs about the weather.
Songs about the weather. Well, that's probably pretty good considering we're going into a weather spell.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if whether or not we can get these.
Give us the questions. Give us the questions.
All right. Here's there are no questions.
Oh.
I'm going to give you song titles. You tell me who the artist is.
Oh, this is going to be harder than I thought.
All righty. All right. It's not going to be that tough. Number 1, Against the Wind.
Okay.
Number 2, Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Oh, okay.
Number 3, Ride in the Storm Out.
Okay, I can do that.
Number 4, Sunshine of Your Life. Love.
Oh, I know that. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Number 5, Fire and Rain.
Okay, I know that.
6, Fool in the Rain.
Say again?
Fool in the Rain.
Full in the rain.
Yeah,
F-U-L-L.
F-O-O-L.
Oh, fool in the
Fool
rain.
in the Rain.
Okay.
Fool in the Rain.
I don't know.
Number 7, Rainy Day Woman.
Man, you're killing me.
Number 8, Riders on the Storm. Number 10, It's Raining Men.
Oh, good. You got an extra?
Number 11, I got several extras. Who'll Stop the Rain?
Who'll Stop the Rain?
Number 12, Dust in the Wind.
I know that.
Think derecho.
Keep throwing that in.
Number 13, Walking on Sunshine.
All right.
Number 14, Ain't No Sunshine.
All right.
Number 15.
We'll never get to that many. Go ahead, El.
Number 15, No Rain.
No Rain.
No Rain.
Okay.
And number 16, November Rain.
Boy, those are some interesting ones.
And you know what?
Yeah?
You should answer the November Rain because we had that question earlier in the week.
Don't do this giraffe thing with me. I'll be back after, and guess what? So will Mark and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Right after this.
Fall merchandise is coming in at Uniquely Rustique, and they have pumpkins of all styles and sizes. Check out their Wow of the Week on Facebook. A different item will be on sale each week. At Uniquely Rustique, they still have several new designs of inspirational t-shirts to spice up your late summer wardrobe. Come in and check them out today. Watch Uniquely Rustique's Facebook page, website, and the large sign out front for surprise sales throughout the month. Shop Uniquely Rustique for a truly unique shopping experience. In Southern Illinois, the outside temperature changes daily. Let Right Now or HVAC keep Mother Nature outside where she belongs and keep your home comfortable inside. Right Now or HVAC can service your existing system 24 hours a day. Or if you're in the market for a new system altogether, Right Now will install a new Rude HVAC unit or a Hydron geothermal unit. All major credit cards are accepted, or talk to Brian about financing options. Find them on Facebook at Brian Right Now or HVAC, or call 214-2593 for 24/7 service.
What can $15 do? For about half the price of a tank of gas per year, you could be a member of the Wayne County Historical Society, where your $15 will fuel the Society's Hannah House Museum on Center Street, the Early History Museum in the Fairfield Public Library, the Olive Branch Rural School exhibit in Leo French Park, and entertaining and educational programs. The Society runs on membership dues and donations, not tax dollars. Want details? Check out our photograph-filled Facebook page. Don't let local history be a mystery.
It's a giant 12-day super sale at J. Wilderman Autoplex in Mount Carmel. Clearance prices on every new Ford, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram for this giant savings event. Up to $8,500 off Renegade, $13,000 off Ram, and $11,000 off F-150. Over 150 pre-owned bargains are available. Trucks, cars, sport utilities, and minivans. Over 70 vehicles, $79 to $199 per month with approved credit. We are also aggressively buying vehicles if you have one for sale. See all the bargains at jwildermanautoplex.com. Stop by for a friendly buying experience.
Have you heard? All Sierra HPC clinic sites have made some changes. We will be offering sports and school physicals at no out-of-pocket cost. And it gets even better. School physicals will include vaccinations at no out-of-pocket cost for both new and established patients. Call 1-833-209-0498 to schedule your appointment at any of our 11 Sierra HPC clinic sites throughout Southern Illinois.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial Group, investing in the community since 2003.
Does your financial future depend on the performance of a single investment? In any type of market, allocating your investments among a variety of assets may help minimize risk. I understand the importance of asset allocation and can design a diversified portfolio based on your risk profile to help you attain your goals. For details, call me, Chris Conard, at 842-7855. That's 842-7855. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Classic Hits Fairfield area weather forecast, a 60% chance for showers and thunderstorms today, high 84. 30% chance tonight, low 70. For tomorrow, partly sunny, a 20% chance of showers, the high 83. 20% chance of Showers and thunderstorms on Sunday with a high 76. Showers, thunderstorms likely on Monday, the high 80. And for Tuesday, chance of showers and thunderstorms, the high 79. Overnight low 71. Yesterday's high was 88. 6/100ths of an inch of rainfall yesterday in Fairfield. Currently, humidity at 91%. Winds out of the southeast at 7 miles an hour. And pressure at 29.82. Sunshine right now, 77 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. No rain showing up anywhere in the area at the present time, but there is some rain coming up from the south. It's getting into the far southern tip of Illinois at the present time. Radar weather brought to you this morning by the Conard Financial Group.
A little dirty laundry. We love that.
All right. I'm going to give, as I said, I'm going to give you the titles of the song.
Right.
I need the artist.
Okay.
Okay, I think I can do it a few times.
All right. Number 1, Against the Wind.
Bob Seger.
Bob Seger.
Number 2, Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Scorpions.
See, he's going to be very beneficial to us.
Number 3, Riding the Storm Out.
REO.
There you
Speedwagon.
Number 4, Sunshine of Your Life.
Well, now, either you're going to say...
I'm sorry.
Either it's Clapton or it's Cream, one of the two.
See,
right?
I was wanting to write down Cream, but I thought he was going to come back with Clapton on us, so I left mine blank.
Okay, so let's just say, is it okay to give an either or to you, Trivia Master?
No.
Okay, we got to come up with a name? So we're going to say Clapton, aren't we?
Well, wouldn't it have appeared on Cream's album before Clapton's solo career, so therefore should be Cream?
You're not going to give us that, right?
No, it's Cream.
Oh,
well,
okay.
There you go.
Well, that's okay. We gave you
Cream.
the answer.
Right, there you go.
I'm not sure that Clapton ever released Sunshine.
He sings it in concert, I guarantee
Well, he
you.
might sing it, but he was in Cream at the time.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
All
right.
Good deal.
It's not a ballad, though, is it?
No, it's not. It's not a ballad.
Gracious.
Number 5, Fire and Rain.
JT.
James Taylor.
Yep, there you go.
Now it
Number
gets tough for
6,
me.
Fool in the Rain.
I did not know that one.
Fool in the Rain. I'm looking out to the peanut gallery.
Even
where,
Jeff's shaking his head going, no.
The Bobcat has no idea.
Led Zeppelin.
Okay.
Fool in the Rain.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Number 8, Riders on the Storm.
The Doors.
The Doors,
yeah.
yep. Number 9. This is kind of thrown in there. I forgot to read this one earlier, but it should be okay. Singing in the Rain.
Oh, that's Gene Kelly, right?
Yep, there you go. Number 10, It's Raining Men.
I'm looking at Bobcat. I'm looking at
I'm going to be
Jeremy.
honest with you. All I can picture is the skit from In Living Color, and it's 2 snaps, a twist, and fabulous. But I do not remember.
I'll take a wild guess at Madonna.
This may be the coup de grace of this quiz. The
Stop.
Weather Girls.
Oh, okay.
Stop talking French to us. You're on Fairfield radio station. There'll be no coup de grace here.
Number 11, Who'll Stop the Rain?
CCR.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
12, Dustin the Derecho.
Kansas.
Yes. You see, we've had now 10 consecutive days of using the word derecho here on the radio station, Jeremy, for some reason. After the Iowa derecho.
Number 13, Walking on Sunshine.
Walking on Sunshine.
I don't remember who sang that.
Katrina and the Waves.
I would have never gotten that.
Wouldn't have got that.
One hit wonder. Number 14, Ain't No Sunshine.
Bill Withers.
Yes, sir.
I know.
Number 15, No Rain.
Blind Melon.
There you go.
Man, you're good.
Generation X.
Good
What can
job,
I say?
Jeremy. We're glad we got you along for
And
this
our
one.
16th and final.
Guns and
November
Roses.
Rain.
Guns N' Roses, the great Axl Rose and Slash.
There you go.
A couple of guys that knew how to keep control of their emotions.
You might say that.
He's infamous in St. Louis. He's infamous in St. Louis.
Axl Rose is a regular at anger management classes all over the country.
Easy for you to say.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Thank you. So what do you got planned this weekend, team?
Well, I think I'm going to celebrate National Bow Tie Day when I leave here and throw on a polka dot bow tie and go home and set my butt in front of the computer and do some homework.
I don't have any. By the way, Jeremy goes to Penn.
He's a Nittany Lion. He's going
Yes.
online
Big
and going to
Ten.
classes at Penn State University.
Yes.
Shirt and the hat.
Yes,
no less.
yes. I'm branding myself with the Big Ten gear here, even though I'm just a minnow in an ocean now, going from being a shark in a
You know
swimming
what?
pool.
I can't. You know, you're clearly a veteran. You've had lots of different jobs,
Yes, sir.
and now you've decided you're going to be a broadcaster. And
Yes.
You've done a great job for us. We really appreciate your contributions to the radio station. And at
Thank
the
you.
same time, that you're going on and getting your bachelor's degree from a Big Ten school is most impressive.
That
at this
is
stage.
impressive.
Well, thank
That
you.
is impressive.
Thank you,
All right,
sir.
what about you, dude?
I don't know.
Just gonna hang around.
I never know what's going to
You'll
happen.
be watching. Who will watch the rain?
That's
It's Mark.
right.
I never
That's
know
right.
what's going to happen. Until it happens for me.
I see a front porch and a bourbon in Mark's future.
That's a salute to this dear old Kentucky.
There you go.
All right, that's Mark. That's Jeremy. I'm Mike. Thank you for joining us this morning, and have a very nice weekend. Don't forget those benefits on the square this weekend. You want to get up there and do that. By the way, we heard that Grayville Days has now been canceled as well. You'll hear more about that during the 12:15 news. Thank you. Sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiancé didn't show. Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Alexa, play WFIW.
It's time for classic hits from WFIW.
News, talk, sports, and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in Wayne City. Visit Boyd Mattress Center and take a rest test. 20 models on display. 895-3000.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump accepts the Republican nomination and closes out the party's convention with a 70-minute speech at the White House.
Speaking before a crowd on the South Lawn, the president said this election will decide whether we save the American dream.
I am very, very proud to be the nominee of the Republican Party. I love you all. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you very much.
The final night of the convention capped off by fireworks over the Washington Monument.
Fox's Rachel Sutherland, the 17-year-old who shot 3 people during protests in Kenosha, Wisconsin, has his first court appearance today.
Kyle Rittenhouse faces 6 charges over the killing of 2 protesters Tuesday night. The most serious charge being first-degree intentional